Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Demi. So we're going to get right into the reading. So the reading is going to be called Twins Are Coming, and I was feeling spirit babies around me very heavily this morning, and I have been seeing a lot of twin signs the last week or so. But this morning I woke up and every time I was going on my Instagram, my feed was just taken over by like twin posts about twins. If I show you this one, I took a screenshot. It has twin boys and twin girls and like the pregnancy sign here. Then there was like twins up here, twins down here, twins down here. And then there was a post about the different kind of twins. You can either have identical twins and then non-identical twins. So I do feel like those of you who will be having twins in this lifetime, some of you will be having identical twins and others of you, your twins will look a bit different. They still look similar. Obviously they're siblings, they're related, but they'll look a bit different. So we're going to get right into the reading. And also they wanted me to let you know, maybe a bit TMI, but I am on my period, which is why I didn't want to do any readings today or for the next few days. And it was actually supposed to start a few days ago, so it is late. But it did, you know, when it kind of tries to start and then it stops and then it starts again like a few days later, that is what has happened. So I do feel like you guys, because I kept hearing Braxton Hicks, so this is connected to you guys having like false contractions, like a false labour and contract. Braxton Hicks, can't even get the words out. So a lot of you will have that, and they're saying you'll have it. You could have like at least 2 or 3 like false labours, or you'll think you're going into labour a few times before you actually do. But the shower is also significant because it was when I was in the shower that I've actually come on properly, which is why I was saying TMI, because I was just like, I was showering, doing my business, and then all of a sudden I can feel it drop and I had to kind of like squat down as if I was giving birth. And then I recently also found out as well, like a few months ago, I didn't know this and I'm 34 years old, but I told my nan and my aunt and my cousin the other day, and they also weren't aware of it, that when we are on our period, we actually dilate to allow the blood to come out. We dilate. I think it's up to 1 centimeter. It's just under 1 centimeter, but I didn't know that. So that is coming through for some of you guys. Maybe you didn't know that as well. But now every time I'm on my period, I just know I'm going to be thinking like, oh my god, I'm dilating. But we're going to get some poems for you guys. So what do the collective need to hear? Thank you. We have here creepy crawlies, spiders, caterpillars, centipedes. They have so many legs. Why do we only get 2? If I had that many, I'd be so fast. Mummy, daddy won't let me have a pet tarantula, even though I'd keep it behind glass. Bugs are so cool, lizards too. I like the ones that stick to the ground and not fond of the flying buzzing sounds. Butterflies are okay, especially when they land. You'll mostly find me at the bottom of the garden, collecting all my friends, so be careful where you tread. I don't want their life to end. So we have the spirit babies who are coming through, are going to be very fond of creepy crawlies. Some of you guys may be, I'm getting a stutter. Some of you may have like a stutter, or maybe the spirit babies coming through will have a stutter, or maybe your partner that's coming through for someone. And like I'm also getting a lisp. There's something to do with speech that is coming through here. But they're going to be very fond of creepy crawlies. Like it says here, spiders, caterpillars, centipedes, things that you find like crawling that will be on the floor. And maybe you're that way inclined. You could also actually like these kinds of bugs. I am getting a lot of people who are afraid of spiders. So it's particular spiders. It's like I'm seeing the big, juicy, like meaty, fat ones. Those ones you are not fond of. And I feel like some of these spirit babies are going to love spiders. They're going to love tarantulas. They're going to find them very intriguing. They're really intrigued in like how they move. They think it's really interesting how they move. So they're like things that are on the floor that they see move, like at the corner of their eye. So you're going to have to keep an eye on them when they're younger, because they're obviously, if they see something moving, they're going to reach out and try and grab it. And you'll probably realise that they've got like a spider or a bug or something in their mouth. And here it's going to go straight in the mouth. Is that it from this poem, Spirit? I feel like they want me to read another line again. You'll mostly find me at the bottom of the garden. So garden is very significant. And I'm seeing The Secret Garden. The movie, The Secret Garden. So some of you guys could have always like dreamt of having like a particular garden. Kind of like it's like a mini botanical garden they're showing me. So you could have always like dreamt of having your own little mini botanical garden where you've planted all particular flowers that you love, that you're really fond of. Some of you could always have wanted since childhood like a little like fairy house. and like your own tree house. All of this is coming through, and I feel like you will create this for your children. Some of you, for your children coming through, you're going to want to build their own tree house, and you're going to create like a fairy garden at the bottom of the garden. And then we have here, Mother Mary is here with a prayer she holds dear. To truly know your heart, allow your fears to depart. Welcome in gentleness, true power is in vulnerability. Rose energy surrounds you now. Rise into the divine feminine. Delve deep into the womb. A birth is coming soon, which calls you to know your breath. Surrender concerns around death. The mother and fetus are one. Their heartbeats dance to the same drum. Contract and push together. Love pulls us through any weather. And when I was reading this, I was just seeing the shower again. And they're also saying the shower is very significant because some of you could be giving birth in the shower. Or maybe when you're in labour, you go into the shower and kind of just put the water on yourself. Some of you could be giving birth at home, and others of you want to be giving birth in the hospital. But the shower is still significant. So you could be in the shower while you're still like dilating. And you're having contractions, and all of a sudden it's like all systems go. I'm hearing all systems go, and I'm also hearing 0 to 100. So you guys could just be in the shower like trying to cool yourself down while you're having contractions, and all of a sudden you're going into labour and the baby's coming out. Some of you could be giving birth in the shower, but you could also be choosing to have a water birth. You could have always planned and wanted to have a water birth. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more poem, please? One more poem, please. Thank you. Okay, this one says, up at the crack of dawn, I heard a neighbour mowing the lawn. I love my first house, plenty of room for me to run about, and my room is a dream. Mummy created the theme, with elements of farm animals and space. The tall lamp really lights up the place. Certain things will need fixing to the wall, especially when I learn to crawl. Daddy calls me nosy fingers, always putting them where they don't belong. Trips to IKEA for keep the kids out gadgets. Little hands in live sockets will cause a panic. Safety first until I'm old enough to learn. So you guys as well. Again, I'm seeing the garden. So maybe you kind of do their room, for some of you, your kids' room, as like a secret garden theme. It could have like a lot of flowers, and it could also have like a fairies. I'm seeing lily pods, I'm seeing a pond. You could have that kind of theme within their room. If not, I just feel like you will be doing a theme within your child's room. And now I'm seeing children dressed up for, you know, like reading week, or is it called book week? You know, you have that week, or they have that day that's connected to people dressing up as their favourite book characters. That's what I'm seeing. So you guys could really enjoy doing this when your child is a certain age. But I also feel like some of you will be decorating the room, and it will be connected to a certain theme that's in a book that you loved during your childhood, or it's a book that's going to be the favourite book of your child. That's coming through for someone. What are we going to start with this deck here? What messages do the collective need to hear? This says, if you want to welcome in new energy, you have to get rid of the old. It's time to spring clean. Put some music on so I can dance with you. So some of you guys may feel called to be doing a spring clean, especially right before you're about to be giving birth, because obviously you want to have more space for all of the baby stuff that's going to be like overtaking the house, I'm hearing. Maybe some of you guys are already pregnant, you've already been doing this, and you feel like all the baby stuff you have, like I feel like you've only got half of it. Like someone's saying it's only half of it, and you're trying to like shove all this stuff you're going to need. It looks like nappies, and you're trying to shove them into a closet, into like a storage place within your home. We have here spring cleaning as well. Obviously it gets the energy moving, so I'm hearing feng shui, so it gets the energy moving within your home and within a room. So I feel like you're someone who does constantly spring clean anyway. You may also do a lot of you may use the app Vinted where you sell your stuff online, but you could also be doing a lot of it's gone out of my head, what are they called, car boot sales. You could do a lot of car boot sales where you sell your old stuff. And I feel like you will be doing this a lot as well in the future with all of your baby clothes. And we have here spring. So spring is significant to you conceiving or you giving birth. Or maybe that's when your birthday is, or when your partner's birthday is. We have Archangel Jophiel says, your solar plexus chakra is blocked. Focus on you so you can be more calm and positive. I feel like the colour yellow is very significant here. So it could be a favourite colour of you. The spirit babies coming through, or your partner. Some of you may be buying a lot of yellow clothes because you know they're very neutral, aren't they? Especially if you don't want to find out if you're having a boy or a girl, you could be buying a lot of neutral colour clothes and it'll be like a lot of yellows. But some of you, it could just be your favourite colour. You love yellow. Some of you as well, who you've also wanted your own garden, you could really love yellow flowers. Like yellow roses I'm seeing, and sunflowers as well. What else, Spirit? Can I get this one? The angels let me help set up a big surprise for you. I can't wait for you to see it. So a huge blessing is about to come in. For a lot of you, it will be conceiving. For some of you, I'm getting it will be a change in your health. But some of you may be surprised to find out when you conceive or when you go and have your first scan that you're having twins. And we have at the bottom of the deck here, Mama, Daddy is going for a spiritual awakening. Remember how much space you wanted during yours. But I'm more drawn to, not the message that I just read out, I'm more drawn to the space symbol. So space could also be like a significant theme that you'll have in your child's room. Or maybe this is what one of the spirit babies is really going to enjoy. They're really going to enjoy and be intrigued by space and want to have like space things everywhere. Because now I'm seeing like a rocket-shaped nightlight. Which deck next, Spirit? This one. What do the collective need to hear right now? Can I get a few cards from this deck, please, Spirit? We have North Node, Future. Someone just said I like the evil eye symbol. It's a spirit baby. So a lot of them are going to really like this symbol here. Maybe I feel like you'll get them like a little bangle and you'll put an evil eye bracelet on them. I feel like some of you guys may wear a lot of evil eye jewelry or just jewelry that is connected to protection. So it could also be like a crystal, like a black obsidian. Because now I'm staring at the black triangle at the top of this card. Some of you could be 34 years old. But the North Node, Future. So a lot of you guys have been really facing your North Node. You've done all of that inner work, you've done all of the shadow work, and now you have been focusing on who you want to be in the future, what you want your life to look like in the future, and you're making those steps, and you're getting your strategy and your plan in place, and you're following through with it, because you can hear someone saying, I will have that reality. Like my future, you're visioning your future self and your whole life, not just yourself, and you're like, this will be my reality. It is coming in for me because I'm going to create it. But you're very much focused on your North Node and you're following through with what you need to do in order to bridge that gap between the present and the future. And some of you guys, your North Node, the sign that your North Node's in, it could be the same sign that your spirit baby's North Node is going to be in. Something about the North Node in your chart that's very significant. I'm hearing Aquarius. Some of you could have your North Node in Aquarius. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing mirroring. So there's like a mirroring going on. Maybe your astrology, or they're saying both Western and Vedic. Something about your astrology chart, or either one, is going to be mirrored within your children, or within one of your children. We have third house, communication. I'm just drawn to the hummingbirds. And then they started talking about vibration, sacredness, vibration, and also bees. You could be seeing hummingbirds everywhere. You could be seeing bees everywhere. It's not in your physical reality. You could be seeing photos. So like when I showed you, when I went on my feed, like you might open your feed and you're seeing like certain spirit animals or certain signs and symbols that you connect with your spirit baby, or you connect with a certain passed over loved one. And I feel like there's a certain passed over loved one that when they were alive, they would have given you a lot of affection, particularly a lot of kisses. They would have kissed you all over your face. It could be like, I'm getting more like an auntie feel. But they could have always smothered you in kisses. And I feel like sometimes you can feel it. So this is someone that's passed on. You can sometimes feel them like kissing your face. You can feel that they're around you. And they want you to know that they are around you and they will be around you when you are giving birth. They're going to be right there next to you, holding your hand. I heard taking the pain away. And they're being shown a scene from Teen Wolf. I don't know if you've ever seen the program Teen Wolf. But there's a scene where, I forget what his name is, but he's destined to be the alpha wolf. And he's destined to be this through, it's like God ordained. It's through his willpower. It's through him walking in grace. But he has this ability to take people's pain away, because there's a scene where there's a tragedy that's happened and loads of people are rushed in the hospital, and I feel like there was like a power outage, and he's sitting with like he's sitting with an old person, either an old man or an old woman, and he takes their hand, and he has the ability, because he's coming into his powers now, that he can take their pain away, and he does it. That's coming through. So they want to be able to take your pain away, and they're going to assist you while you're in labor. We have retrograde review. Some of you could have retrograde planets within your chart, and I do feel like some of you will be going into labor and you'll give birth while certain planets are in retrograde. It could be like a whole string of planets that will be in retrograde at the same time when you give birth. Something very significant about a birth chart here. Maybe your spirit baby's birth chart is going to be here in obscure. It's going to be like something very different about it. You may even be studied in the future. So if there's someone who is destined to be in the public eye when they're older, there could be a lot of astrologers who are really interested in their birth chart. We have dignified strength. And I'm seeing this as a, it looks to me like a throne. It is a throne, isn't it? But it's like a winding staircase that's leading to a throne. It looks like it's leading to like heaven, the gates of heaven. It's leading to the kingdom, God's kingdom. And I feel like a lot of you have been crowned by the Most High, just because of how you carry yourself and how you're a genuine human being, how you have a big heart, and you're choosing to walk in grace, even when people are like kind of poking at you. I'm seeing someone poking at you or throwing digs at you, trying to get a rise at you. You don't succumb to it. I'm seeing that you have been crowned, and these spirit babies through you. It's going to give them not an easier path. There's always going to be ups and downs in people's path, and who are we to say when someone else's path is easier or not, because you can't walk in their shoes, you know. But their path is going to have, they're going to know how to move through certain obstacles and get around certain challenges because they've watched you do it, because you've been an example. I keep hearing the winding staircase, the winding staircase. You could have you could be seeing winding staircases everywhere. Maybe this is a sign for you that you connect with your spirit baby. Do you want any more cards from this deck? No. And we're going to move on to this deck here. What do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? You could be seeing purples everywhere, like an indigo colour everywhere. And this colour may be very prevalent in their auric field, in your spirit baby's auric field, like an indigo colour, a purple colour. We have the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. I feel like birds are significant as well. What is that? Oh, it's a fly. Hate flies. Birds are very significant, particularly doves and hummingbirds. So birds that are considered very sacred and connected to spirit and connected to purity and connected to innocence and a high vibration. And you see these wings here on the card. I'm seeing these as ethereal wings that your spirit babies are going to have. Some people may stare at your future children. They may stare at them, and this is because of the light that they hold and how connected they are to Christ consciousness. But some of them could have very, very bright eyes, very intriguing eyes. They could be like this bright blue colour. Some of them could have one eye that is different from the other eye. And if you're having twins, they could both have like a different colour eyes. There's something coming through very significant about eyes. I'm almost seeing like, so you know, husky dog. You know, husky dogs, they do tend to have really piercing blue eyes. I'm seeing like, you may even nickname your child like Husky, but I'm seeing those kinds of eyes. But if not, there's just something that's very, very bright and almost like a cat-like, a feline shape about the eyes. And it's saying expect miracles. I feel like a lot of you won't be expecting to be having a multiple birth. You might be expecting to be having twins. Maybe you'll be having surprise twins. What else, Spirit? We have Serpis Bay Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. There's something very, very ascended about these spirit babies that are coming through. Very ascended. You could have known each other, like your souls, in ancient Egypt. I'm also hearing Rome. But you and your spirit baby souls, you've known each other in an ancient civilization. And the symbol here, the infinity symbol, is very significant. So this could also be like a symbol or jewelry that you wear for protection. There's like a certain jewelry. It could be either like, could it be the infinity symbol, it could be the Ankh. It's some form of symbol that is connected to protection that you're going to wear, but you're also going to get like a bracelet made for your baby as well. But again, look at the eyes. There's something very significant about the eyes. This could be true of your eyes or your partner as well, but it's very, very significant about your spirit baby's eyes. You may catch them staring at you sometimes and just smiling at you, and you're looking at them, you're like, I've known you before. I don't know where, but I have known you before. What else, Spirit? One more card from this deck, please. One more card. Thank you. We have Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Yeah. So this is all of that effort that you've been putting into yourself. And a lot of you have been doing this, obviously, because you want to elevate yourself. You want to elevate your own soul. And you want to get closer and closer to your higher self and to God. I'm hearing you don't want to fail your mission or your purpose. You want to make your ancestors and your bloodline proud. But I'm also picking up that a lot of you knew you were destined to have these children. Knew you were destined to have twins in this multiple birth, and you've also been preparing and getting ready to bring these souls through, because you know they're not just any souls. Not that one child is better than the other or more special than the other, but there are people on this planet who are more ascended. There are people on this planet who are more connected to their soul, and they remember where their soul's been before and why it came here. And they're more connected to their psychic nature. That's what they're talking about. The peacock, I feel like the peacock symbol is also very, very significant. You could be finding peacock feathers everywhere right before you conceive the spirit baby. And again, the eyes. Eyes are just very intense, and they're very soul-filled. So they could have that like soulful stare, very intense. You can see the power within their eyes. Some of you guys may love to wear a lot of jewelry. And I feel like when you're traveling, you're going to different places, or if you're just going to like a market that's near where you live, I feel like you always treat yourself to a new jewelry piece. And the more unusual, the better. I'm hearing the more unusual and antique looking, the better. What else, Spirit? I heard chav jewelry. So some of you may just enjoy wearing like big hoops. The big hoop jewelry and like chains and stuff. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few cards from this deck, please? I feel like they only want one card from this deck. Thank you. It says Enkau, healer, seer, priestess, soul purpose. That's why. Because it's confirming that it's not just you who's in your soul purpose, you who's connected to your intuition and connected to the waters of the well within yourself, but it's the spirit baby's coming through, and you can feel this. And you know that you need to be of this status. You need to be in your priestessness or priesthood in order to help guide these souls, because they are very, very powerful, and they've come here for a very specific mission and purpose. A lot of them very specific. Some of them is going to be connected to water and to crystals and to teaching other people how to use water to heal the human body. And connect the human body to the celestial waters, to the waters of Christ, to the waters of God. Some of you could be baptized. I'm seeing someone being dunked in water. Some of you could be baptized, or you're going to baptize these spirit babies coming through. But I'm getting, for a lot of you, it's like it's under a certain moon, so it may not be in a religious manner. It's in a spiritual manner. Some of you could have had a sacred like wedding or a sacred ceremony with your partner. Like a hand fastening or something. That's what I'm seeing. But again, I'm just seeing like, it's like a doorway, a gateway, but it's made out of water. It's like these spirit babies know how to walk through, or they know how to see it. It's like some people can't even see this gateway that's made out of water, but these spirit babies know how to see it, and they have the map, so they're going to lead you to it. They're going to lead you even deeper within yourself, and to open up more psychic gifts, and to open up more supernatural and magical abilities, because they're of a very, very high consciousness and very, very high vibration. This is what all of us are being prepared for. This is why the planet right now is in this chaos, and a lot of things are being exposed, because we are moving on up in consciousness, and the divine feminine is rising, and so is the divine masculine. But the divine masculine is kind of playing a bit of a catch up. But this is why all of this is occurring right now, because of all these souls that are coming through. They're of a higher vibration. And that is the reason they're able to come through, because we have been doing the work and laying new foundations for them to be able to come through. For humanity to be able to rise on up. I just always hear like the spirit babies, this new wave of children coming through. Their gifts are very, very powerful. Half the time I can't even really like tune in or kind of grasp what it is. Because I'm not at that level of consciousness, and I am a person who is high vibrational. I'm seeing a crescent moon in her third eye. So the crescent moon could also be a significant symbol for you guys. Maybe you were born under a crescent moon, or maybe this a spirit baby is. But the crescent moon has been coming out for a lot of spirit baby readings. That could also be like another symbol, a piece of jewelry that you like wearing. You want some? No, they want some dice. I'm going to get some dice for you guys. 2. Okay, so the first one is an aeroplane. So some of you could travel around a lot. Or maybe your partner does like travels for work. Or their hobbies, I'm hearing. They could be like an athlete or play some sort of sports. And I feel like some of the spirit babies are destined to be known for playing a sort of sport. I'm seeing running. I'm seeing hockey. But a lot of you guys could be traveling a lot, and I feel like you want to travel with your children. This is how you want to teach your children. You don't want them sitting in a school at a desk. You want to travel around with them. You want them to see the world, and you want them to meet different people and experience different cultures, different foods, I'm hearing. What else, Spirit? We have a campfire. So some of you guys may enjoy, some of you could have met your partner you're with at a campfire. And maybe you will if you haven't met anyone yet. And you're just watching the video because you're intrigued. But a campfire is significant. Obviously it represents the outside, doesn't it? It represents being together outside. I'm seeing like marshmallows being roasted over a campfire. So you could enjoy and always visualize your future family. You're going to be spending a lot of time outdoors, and you'll be doing a lot of activities together. And just be very connected and one with nature. Because I just keep hearing, this is how you learn. This is how you learn. So this is also what these spirit babies are going to need going forward. They're going to need to be very, very connected to Mother Nature herself. And I'm just seeing them like, seeing them walk around barefoot. And this is how they get downloads and codes from Mother Earth. It's like coming up through the land. A lot of them could have gifts where they walk into certain new lands and they know what has happened at that land before. What else, Spirit? So this deck came today. I literally just opened it. I haven't even used it yet. Yeah, they're asking me. I'm just going to have to pull it over the incense. They're asking me to shuffle and just to get you guys a quick message. It's called the Green Witches Oracle deck. So what card does the collective need to see from this deck, please, Spirit? Okay, giving us 2. We have Moss Agate, Positivity, Change. And then that's come out with Sage, Wisdom, Purification, Harmony. So you guys may use sage to cleanse your household, your home. Moss Agate as well. Positivity, change, wisdom, purification, harmony. This one looks like it has a key on the bottom of it. And this one here looks like an egg. So again, that's this one also has a butterfly on it. And it has like a centipede or a caterpillar on it. Let me show you again. This one, it looks like it's in an egg. It has a butterfly and has a centipede and caterpillar. So that's confirming the first poem that came out, that they're going to be really intrigued and fond of certain bugs. And it did mention that they don't mind butterflies, but only when they land. And now I'm seeing that reel of it's a little boy, and they're obviously like a butterfly house or something. But one of them lands like right on his forehead, and it's massive. And you can tell he's kind of trying not to cry, trying not to be scared, but he's terrified. And that's coming through for someone. But I feel like they will really enjoy, like, there's the little caterpillar. Those kinds of bugs. I'm just seeing the little kid pick it up and showing you like, look how long it is. Look how many legs it has. They're really intrigued by creepy crawlies that have loads of legs and how they move. But again, look, it looks like an egg. And obviously eggs are connected to ovulation, connected to fertility. And then on this one here, it has a key. You see down here, it has a key. So some of you who may have had trouble conceiving, or you may have had like fertility problems, I do feel like you're going to get to the root, you're going to get to the key, and then the surprise is going to be twins. The surprise is going to be the multiple birth that is coming through for you. So I am going to get some charms. I'm just going to pause because it's quite loud. Okay, so the charms we have here are, we have an owl, which again represent wisdom. Wisdom came out on one of those cards, but there's the owl. And then birds came through earlier that I felt birds are very significant. So you could be seeing all different types of birds. And again, they're saying ones that are connected to sacredness, to spirit, to innocence, to a high vibration. Obviously, owls are deemed as very, very wise. And they're connected to clairvoyance. They're connected to the third eye. The other charm we have here is a carrot. It looks like a H. I heard Harry. Maybe some of you are called Harry, your partner's called Harry. And we have here, I'm hearing Harry and Harriet. Maybe you're going to name, if you have twins, you're going to name them with the same first initial. If it's a boy and girl, you're going to kind of like, you want them to like rhyme or mirror in some way their name. But we have here a cake, purple cake. It's got flowers on the top. Some of you could enjoy getting these like proper cakes made. Some of you may even be like bakers yourself, or maybe like someone in your family. I'm getting someone in your family is a baker and they bake these kinds of cakes and desserts. We have another cake. It looks like a donut, this one. And I'm also seeing those huge donut rings, you know, that you put in swimming pools. Again, that's connected to being outside and doing outside activities. I feel like you guys will be doing a lot of outside activities with your family, with your children. And again, it's a yellow that's coming through. We have this little teddy bear, a bunny that's coming through. And I love how it's both pink and it has the blue bow in it. And some of you could be having like boy and girl twins. And then look what we also have here. We have a blue starfish. And then we also have another star. Now this star is pink. So that's a confirmation for those of you who always felt like you're going to be having twins, that they're going to be a boy and girl. I'm hearing I've completed my set already. Like I've completed my set within one pregnancy. We have a timer, sand timer. So that's confirmation. I'm hearing the sounds of time. But that's confirmation of divine time. And then we have here a book. When I see a book like this, it always, to me, it speaks of the Akashic records. And that you are in like a fated or a destined time of your Akashic records. So something very significant is about to happen in your life. A significant change is about to occur. And for some of you, it will be conception and the conception of twins. But I feel like the key, I'm hearing the key and the answer is in your Akashic records. Some of you could get an Akashic record reading done by someone. And this is where they confirm something to you that they couldn't have possibly known, I'm hearing. But they confirm something to you. Or they just assist you in connecting with your Akashic records and delving into your Akashic record, your soul's records. And then, last but not least, we have here, it's a little like a fruit basket. A basket of like different breads in. But this is connected to cornucopia. It's connected to abundance, to your harvest coming in. And I'm also hearing fruition. So what you've been trying to manifest, it will come to fruition. And we're going to finish off with some spirit baby signs. And we have fruit. Again, fruit speak of abundance to me as well. And it looked like a fruit basket. Maybe some of you, you enjoy putting fruit baskets together as like gifts for other people, or when you're about to go and do outside activities, you can enjoy putting like a basket together, or like a little picnic together. And you may enjoy taking your future children on picnics. What else, Spirit? Can I get some signs for the collective, please? Whoa, Jesus. We've got Mummy's name. So you could be hearing your name being called everywhere. I like that. I normally take that card as well, like when your higher self or when your guardian angels are like trying to get your attention, or when you're moving on up a level and when your intuition is really expanding. Sometimes you can hear your name being called, but nobody's there. But I feel like this would be your spirit babies. They're calling your name. They're trying to get your attention. We have here Wizard of Oz. So it's walking that yellow brick road. And I know full well that these spirit babies coming through, they're not going to be afraid to be their authentic selves. And this is why they need parents like you. This is why they need parents who are very open-minded, who are also connected to their intuition, to their heart, and who know God, who know Christ, because then you can be the example. And you won't be afraid of any supernatural abilities and gifts that they do have. And you won't hinder them, I'm hearing. You won't hinder them, and they won't have to heal from you. We have duck. The ducks are significant, and then that's two yellow things that have come out again. I do feel like the colour yellow is very significant, but you could be buying a lot of yellow clothes, your spirit babies. Maybe a lot of the clothes have like little duckies on, but duck is significant. What else, spirit? Oh my god, look at that. Can't make this shit up. Yellow. So yellow is very, very significant. It could be a favourite colour of yours or your partner, all these spirit babies coming through. It could be a colour that's very much within their auric field. Or maybe you like paint their room a yellow colour. What else, spirit? We have a windmill. And I heard wind chimes, which has nothing to do with a wind. Well, the windmill makes wind. But I heard wind chimes. I could heard like them chiming. So some of you could have wind chimes outside your house. And it may be connected to your culture. I know in some cultures they have wind chimes because they believe it kind of scares away evil, or keeps away evil. That's coming through for someone. At the bottom of the deck we have a daisy. Those flowers may be very significant because the garden was coming through at the beginning, wasn't it? This could be like a flower that you want to have in your garden. Or maybe you really enjoyed making daisy chains when you were a kid, and you want to be making daisy chain jewelry with your future spirit babies. They'll be coming through. Anything else, spirit? They want to finish off with another poem. Okay, can I get one more poem to close out the reading, please? One more poem. Thank you. Okay, so this one says, past life king or queen, vivid visions and dreams, ancient civilizations. You could say I'm an old soul, ahead of the curve. When I talk back, you'll say, boy, you've got some nerve, with a smile on your face because I never talk out of place. Just quick-witted and a wise inquisition. I have come to teach what many have forgot. Yeah, this message came through earlier with how you and these souls of your spirit babies have connected in ancient civilizations and ancient Egypt, but Rome was also coming through. I'm hearing Turtle Bay. Turtle Bay. I think it's connected to Canada. I also do know it's also a restaurant, but I'm getting more like the land. In the UK, we have Turtle Bay restaurants, which have like, they serve Caribbean food and drinks, things like that. That's coming through. Maybe you guys have gone there. But I'm getting more a land that was known to be called Turtle Bay, something to do with turtles. And now I'm seeing that, you know, that clip, the news clip of the little boy who's like being interviewed, and he's like, I like turtles. That's coming through. But some of you, a spirit animal that's around you could be turtles. Maybe you had a turtle when you were a kid, and this one of the spirit babies coming through may really want a turtle. Because they like the creepy crawlies. They like things that crawl on the ground. They like how they move. But they could also really love turtles. Because now I'm also seeing Flash from Daddy Daycare. The little boy called Flash. And he has a little pet turtle. And he's always trying to get the turtle to race and go faster. So that's significant for someone. Is that it, spirit? Yeah, they just want me to read the last line again. I've come to teach what many have forgot. So they're just they're confirming what they said earlier, that these spirit babies coming through, they're going to be teaching you a lot, and they're going to be teaching you a lot about how to delve even deeper within yourself. So a lot of you feel like you've already gone very deep into the well within yourself, but these spirit babies are going to teach you how you can go even further. But that's all the messages that are coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there, and I'll see you in my next video.